How to convert Figma design to website. Hi there, today we will be learning on how to be able to convert your Figma design into a website using the framer.com as our tool. So first thing that we will need to do here is you need to go to your figma.com or go to your Figma account and sign in. You need to create a new project. And what I'm currently doing here is creating the Figma design so that we will be able to prepare this and by the time that we will be using this as our website. So the first thing that you need to do here is that you can actually add a frame. You can simply use the desktop preset size here on Figma, and then next thing that you'll do is so that you will have a proper layout for your website, you can actually add a grid. Instead of adding the grid, you have the option to use columns instead, and you will be having this. You can choose whether how many columns you use. Let's say 2, 3, but I'm currently using here is 10 columns, and I'll be adding an image here, so we can modify that. So the first thing that you'll do is you can create the menu tab. You can create the buttons like the home, about, contact, and the sign up button. And on the left side panel of the screen, you can incorporate there the logo and the name of your company as well. Just do this quickly here. You just resize this, make sure that it would fit well. And then after you have changed all the details here, you can incorporate an introduction to your homepage. Here, let's say you can incorporate a quote. So let's say the website that we're creating right now, this is actually just for a demo. So let's say it's about the beach here. So we can incorporate that. So we can change the font size here. Then we can adjust that as well. And another thing that I'll do here or add is an arrow, so that your once your customer will go to your website, they can browse more into more or look into more details about what your website is about. So you can create a lot of images about it. And here, once you have everything set, you actually need to select all of the informations into your Figma account, and what you need to do is go to your plugins and search for Framer and just click on run, and it will automatically copy all the details from your Figma account. So what you can do here is click on a new project here on Framer, and this is where we will be creating our Figma design into a website. So you can just click on the canvas here and then just paste the details, and as you can see, it imported our informations or the Figma design that we had created using Figma. So we can resize the desktop here, make sure that there is no gaps or no blank spaces on the sides. And what we will do here is that we need the informations or the content of our desktop to be responsive. So by the time we will change the format or resize our um, layout here, the contents within it will be adjusting or will be responsive and will adjust itself to what type of layout or what size the image is. So what you can do here is that you actually need to for the background image, you need to lock that so that when you resize the layout, it will not move. And what you'll need to do here so that that would be the same um, process as well, or that would be the same thing that will happen to the text that you have, is you actually need to create that as a component. So you need to select, so for example, here, the text in between the website or at the middle of the website. When I resize it, it automatically adjusts into the middle of the current format that we have, which is desktop. So what you need to do is just select the contents like the logo, the home, or the menu tab, as well as the arrow. You need to make sure that all the component or all the details into your web design from Figma should be in a component here on Framer, so that by the time you wish to adjust the layout size, it will not be a problem, and it will automatically be responding to whatever the changes into the format would be. So you need to do this to everything here. You can simply adjust as well the margins or the position. You'll actually be able to, you can see here that when I move it, the menu tab at the top part also moves as well. And the next thing that we'll do here is do the arrow. We will be having it as a component. As you can see, when we resize the desktop here, it automatically moves with the website. And another thing here is this on the right side panel of the screen under possession. You need to take note of these informations on which part of the website you would like the positions to be. So for example, you don't want that to be overlapping outside of your layout space. You need to mark the sides under position into blue so that it will automatically adjust here. See, automatically aligns it away from the margins. You need to do that to all of the components you've created so that they will all be responsive to any movements that you have. So another thing here is that you need to click on or make sure that it would be under a fill option. And since when we resize it to the narrowest option here, the slogan that we have or the code here actually overlaps with the text or the details here or the paragraph. So we need to adjust or do a little adjustments so that by the time we resize the website, the contents or the informations um, within the website will not be affected. So like this one, I added a tablet mode and a mobile mode, and as you can see, the text is needs to be adjusted so that we will be able to read what the text says as well. So you need to adjust that if here. And another thing here is that another feature here on Framer is that you can easily modify the hover option. So let's say when you hover to a specific button, it actually can change, or you have that option to change it. So what you will do is you need to select the button and then create that as a component, and here at the bottom part you will be able to have the option to have it hover or pressed, so it will change. You can change how it would look like if you will hover the mouse into or the cursor into the word sign up, and it will change color. So here I'll just simply change the text color, but you can freely do anything you want. So let's say you want to resize the button if ever it will be hovered so that it will be emphasized that that button is clickable. You can definitely do so, but here I'll just do it simply by just changing the color when I hover it up, and as you can see, it hovers as well. So I'll do that on the arrow as well here at the lower right corner of the screen. Since we have the arrow as a component already, we will be having it as a hover option as well. So when we click on the arrow, it will change its opacity or the color here. So what we will do is edit the component and then just click on the plus icon that says hover or press, and then you can simply change the color or the fill color of the button here. So let's say we have it white, so by the time we will be clicking on or hovering our mouse into the arrow, it actually changes. And that's basically it. That's how you will be able to convert your Figma design into a website, and once you're done, you can simply publish your website here on Framer. And that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Bye!